Hello, hello. Trip report. No trip to report. So I actually talked to the creator of the game, and I got an answer that the next uh, the next thing in the game. Let me pull it up. I think it was called Perfidy. That sounds about right. Perfidy is somewhat a parody of Betrayal, which is a play by Pinter. I'm not familiar with Pinter. Maybe I am, but I don't know if I am. And the poster, he sent me a picture of the playbill, and it's spot on. So yeah, this one theoretically will not be a musical. All right. Wow, there's nobody in the audience. That's pretty rough. So we have an upstairs. We have an outside. That's different. And this is Dan's company. Maybe he's keeping people from going in. That would be pretty amazing. Justice for Dan. Alright, let's start on stage. And as the sands pass, we too, so shall we. Mason, you have to let this go. Withering is in previews. I don't have time for this. I just want to get on with my life and wish you would too. Do not contact me again or I will have my lawyer enforce the cease and desist order. Hmm. Well, it couldn't have happened to a nicer bull. The actor looks exhausted and annoyed. Hmm. The chair is wedged under the doorknob. The door reads President's Office. Wow. Dear Lord. The sign reads Charles Gibson Memorial Boardroom. Wow. This is crazy. Alright. I guess I'll begin here. This seems like a good place to start. We'll start at the very beginning. This is ridiculous. Like, this is so ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Smoke bomb. The woman is dead. The man is dead. The man is dead. Oh, they're wearing masks though. This is crazy. Alright. Let's begin with what's on the wall. This is is this a reference to Arrested Development? It sure looks like it. I mean, excuse me, I know headshots like that are a thing, but specifically these particular poses, and this one reminds me of Arrested Development a lot, Tobias Funke. And I think he had a doctor one too, because he was a doctor. I don't remember. A plane ticket to New York City and a theater ticket to the show Wuthering. A television.
The Birch Theater invites you to Perfidy, an exciting new play about a tumultuous love triangle. Unlike other companies, Birch produces professional-grade shows at community theater prices, such as Swoley Tom and Oh Scrooge. Other groups only offer tepid and uninspired plays you read in high school. What a snooze fest. If you'd rather see thrilling, edge-of-your-seat theater, come to Perfidy, running through February 21st. Call the Birch Theater box office for tickets.
Interesting.
The Birch Theater
Oh, okay. Grocers. An empty grocery bag with a hole in the bottom. I'm stopping on... I'm going to leave the bodies for the end because I want to see what's in the room that they're interested in. I'm getting the feeling that they were in here to come after Mason or to just scare him or something. Wow, okay. That music just kicked in with that really high-pitched noise and it scared me for a second. I like it, but it was unexpected and like I'm in the middle trying to talk. Okay, so they came in here to... There's a word. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like... Antagonize. That's a more complicated word than the one I'm trying to think of. It's where you like you frighten someone. God, what's the word? This is gonna drive me crazy. I will get it though. I'm gonna pause this video. That's how obsessed I am with this word right now. Oh my God, that took an embarrassingly long time for me to think of the word is intimidate. They're trying to intimidate him. And I have a feeling the smoke grenade went off and he closed the door from the outside and killed them all that way. Or someone did, but I'm assuming it's him. It's his office. Alright. God, that was very frustrating. Alright, let's read the paper. The Prairie Chronicle, from Main Street to Broadway. This week, area native Cassidy Hilliard makes her debut as a Broadway composer. The show, Wuthering, is a musical adaptation of the Emily Brome novel. After 3 weeks of previews, it officially opens this Friday on Broadway. It's been a whirlwind for sure. I've been locked in a dressing room all morning doing lyric rewrites, Miss Hilliard said, speaking by phone on a lunch break. I've been writing songs as long as I can remember. When the opportunity to musicalize one of my favorite books comes along, naturally, I jumped on it. Hilliard, a GNU alum, built her musical reputation as a piano teacher and the Birch Theater's resident music director. She was also acclaimed for her community songwriting workshops. The BTT debuted her first musical, Trojans. Although it was not well received, Miss Hilliard has referred to it as a valuable learning experience. Soon after, she moved to New York to start working on Wuthering. I owe a lot to the Birch Tree Theater, she says. It was an important stepping stone in my career. I see where we're going with this. Oh, snake. You should give me an achievement for petting the snake. Oh, rough. Ha! Rough. That's the second time I've accidentally referred to dog noises. From the offices of David Lamb, Esquire, notice a cease and desist. Dear Mr. Wilder, this letter is being served due to your harassment of Miss Cassidy Hilliard by multiple attempts to contact her via letter and telephone activity, despite her attempts to block contact from you. If the activity continues, we will immediately seek a restraining order and possible arrest against you and any accomplice, and will seek monetary damages to be proved by trial. This letter serves as your final warning. Sincerely, David Lamb, Esquire. If this is like BoJack Horseman, he's not going to be a lamb. He's going to be something else. Alright, let's begin. Zeke's Exotic Zoo received black mama snake, $80 paid. Small mammals are birds twice per week. Aggressive when cornered, extremely venomous, fatal within minutes. Jay, I know you know what you're doing, but I still think it's a bad idea to keep this little guy as a pet. Promise me you'll be extra careful. This is Jay, potentially. Ms. Stormwall, in all my years of tending to the infirmed, your mother is by far the most difficult person I've cared for. Her rants are becoming more delusional. She takes great pains to direct her ire towards me. She threw a smoothie at me last Thursday, claiming that I was trying to kill her with diarrhea poisoning. Again. Again. That's a good... That word's doing some nice lifting in that sentence. I actually think the again should be in quotes. Please talk to her. Another incident like that and you'll need to find another nurse for her. Okay, so this is the nurse with the black mama snake. The man is dead. In his pocket is a knife. Smoke bomb. The man is dead. In his pocket is a small ring of keys. Okay. Now, let's look at the boardroom. This is actually, it's hard to explain, but I'm much more intrigued by what these people are saying about Mason's terrible acting than I care about the dead people in his office. Yes, there's been a break-in at the Birch Street Theater. I've detained the intruders inside and off. Oh, so this guy did it. Fun. Thank God he heard the noise. What if this is like... Oh man, I'm getting like flashes of the TV show Better Call Saul. And just Saul Goodman as a character. I hope this isn't too much of a spoiler. But what if Mason arranged this for the publicity during his opening night performance that no one wanted to attend or something? Theater's financial ledger. Dear Mrs. Swee and the Birch Tree Theater Board, I write today to share concerns about Mason Wilder and his leadership of the BTT. I spent years as his creative and romantic partner and can say with certainty that Mason cares only about himself. He bolsters his ego with bribery and a network of underlings, all under the guise of benefiting the BTT. 3 years ago, Mason embezzled BTT money to fly in a Broadway producer to see Trojans as well as hire professional musicians. He knew the board wouldn't approve, so he did this in secret, hoping it would grant us success beyond the BTT. I can't connect this plot to the death of then Treasurer Scott Rhodes, but knowing Mason and his connection to the late Todd Criss, it wouldn't surprise me. Mason confessed his plan to me when I ended our relationship, thinking it would change my mind. It didn't. The terrible truth is that I owe my newfound success to his scheme. I was lucky to escape Mason's orbit, and I pray you might forgive me for whatever role I played in enabling him. By coming clean, I hope to play some small part in securing a future for the BTT. This is very interesting. In a weird way, I hope everything comes crumbling down around Cassidy, too. And if it's not in this game, I want a sequel where, like, the past catches up to her. I hope I don't regret calling this meeting. Birch Street Theater Board special meeting, January 23, 1988. Present board members: Antonia Swee, Frank Herden, Roger Dumont, Laura Levin. Quorum reached 4 out of 7 members. New business: discussing the fitness of Mr. Wilder to remain as board president. Reading of incriminating letter from Cassidy Hilliard. Motion to oust Mr. Wilder from the board. 4-0. Motion carried. Nice. After tonight's performance, Roger will call Mason to the boardroom and meeting pause to investigate noise in hallway. LL. Laura Levin. All right. Is this the getaway car? Shouldn't they be back by now? There we go. Piss skater. The Gibson players. Ha! That is funny. This is a rival theater company. In association with Prater, Leaf Florist, and GNU proudly present Julius Seabird by William Shakespeare. Some bios stuck out. Dan Pratterly, Seabird, is a founding member of the Gibson Players. Previously, GP shows include Hometown, The Amazings, and The Fantastics. Hometown. Is it Our Town? And Call Me Crazy. What's Call Me Crazy a reference to? Other productions include Selbach, Jazz, O Scrooge, and Hello Girl. Dan owns and manages Pratterly Florist, which has served the community for over 40 years. Mention this bio for a 5% discount. Love to Sandy, Luke, and Carrie. Got to go. Jana Stormwall, props master, has worked... Okay, so that was the person with the snake. Has worked on backstage tech crews ever since high school. Coming from a musical family, she plays both classical viola and bass for the hardcore band Piss Skater. Jana is a certified exotic animal handler who is available for children's birthday parties. GTGs cannot be got to go. It's got to be something else. Kyle's notebook. Do not read. Children of Gibson. Call to order. All present. Reading room. Reading from Shakespeare. Slanderous commercial discussed. We will not be mocked. Oh, I see. So that commercial is directed towards them. Dan says it's time we strike back. Vote for Revenge 4-0, but how? Bathroom break. Plan discussion continue. Plan solidified for this coming Saturday. Park Dan's van around the corner from BTT during show. Office will be empty. Sneak in. Jonna delivers payload to MW's desk. Escape. Dan has protection if they run into trouble. Drive away like nothing happened. Terry motions for a moment of silence for his Uncle Todd's memory. Motion denied. Adjourned. Glory to Gibson. They were legitimately trying to kill Mason. Interesting. Unless the payload is not the snake. Wow, there's a lot going on here, but it feels like I already got everything I need. And I have 45 of 45. This time I didn't screw it up. Okay. So, let's do some work. This is Jonna Storm something or other. This, there was someone named Lana, was it? Lara 11, I believe is her. Unless Lara 11 is in love with her. Let me double check. This is the secretary. Okay, no, that's Lara 11. The Rhino. The music seems louder than normal. If I'm talking loud like I'm trying to shout over it, that's why. Maybe the settings reset or something? Okay, and then we have... I remember her as Sui. Antonia Sui. This is interesting. The heart. That is interesting to me. I don't know the significance of it. But I'm very intrigued. Extraordinarily intrigued, I would even go so far as to say. Give me ice cream? Give me achievements. Oh, okay. Alright. I don't know the significance of that, but I really want to. Huh. I wonder if, How do I know who's who? I don't remember who Roger is compared to. Hmm. Did they all just get bit? I think they did. That's supposed to be a snake bite. That's probably supposed to be a snake bite. And that's a snake bite. So here's the thing. I know that the characters, some of the characters are repeats from previous scenes. But I don't remember. I think I don't remember which name has been used before. I believe it's Frank Herden. That sounds very familiar. Roger will call Mason into the room. And if this is, I think that means Roger Dumont. It's also very odd that there's a snake man and also just a snake. There's definitely got to be a hint. Oh, you know what? Oh no, it doesn't say who's... I don't know. So here's the thing. I think this is Frank Herden. But how do I get to know that? And why does she have the same heart that the other person had? Is it this... I'm not sure. It's very intriguing though. Okay, well let's just try. I mean, I don't know how I'm supposed to know this, but I think that this is Frank. If it may be just that I'm supposed to go back and look at old cases. I believe I had to do that in Golden Idol. So, and Roger Dumont. Okay. Okay, so now let's figure out the other ones in the van. What does this say? I'm not going to do this. I don't like that screen until... I do it every time. Okay, so let's look at these bodies. Someone had protection, they said. I'm thinking that's a smoke grenade, so let me go back and read who had protection. It sure is nice for them to have like just a documentation of their crimes on paper. Oh, Terry has keys. And Dan has protection. Okay. Do I have Terry's name? Terry's name. Terry Chris. Got it. So this is Dan Fratterly, and this is Terry Chris. Okay. This was Jonna Stormwall. This was Terry Chris. This was Dan Fratterly. Interesting. So now I understand. That is the son of the guy, so Wilder. And his journal was at the top. Was it Kyle? Kyle. How do I know if I have this right? Oh, Herden, not Wilder. Oops, that's my problem. Herden. And let me just double check. He's like a maybe a dog-looking thing with a mullet. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the photo of the sun. Yeah. I think I have that right. Okay, well, seeking revenge for mocking the children of, no, the Gibson players with a commercial. Dan, man, I don't know why okay, I'm just dragging it like here, which is so close. Yeah, I think that's my problem. To kill Mason. Wilder. They entered his office using keys. Oh, from Terry Chris's keys. It might be Todd Chris's keys. This might be wrong. And planted a snake. A venomous snake. Provided by... Oh, who gave them the snake? The zoo. But... Zeke... By Zeke. By Zeke? Who's Zeke? Oh, I guess it's supposed to be Jonna. Meanwhile... Antonia Swee... Oh, come on. I call the secret meeting of board members to oust Mason Wilder. because Cassidy Hilliard wrote to tell them he had embezzled money. The meeting was interrupted when Roger Dumont he heard a noise and went to investigate. Seeing the children of Gibson inside Mason's office, he locked the door and called the police. Inside the office, panic ensued when they couldn't open the door, which led to the snake, Jonna's snake. Oh no, I guess Dan's smoke bomb going off, and the snake biting. Is biting a choice? I guess killing. Todd Chris's. Oh, I was wrong. Alright. Seeking revenge for mocking the Gibson players with a commercial, Dan Pratterly assembled a team to kill Mason Wilder. They entered his office using Terry Chris's keys and planted a venomous snake provided by Jonna Stormwall. Meanwhile, Antonia Sweet had called a secret meeting of board members to oust Mason Wilder because Cassidy Hilliard wrote to tell them he embezzled money. The meeting was interrupted when Roger Dumont heard a noise and went to investigate. Seeing the children of Gibson, Mason's office, he locked the door and called the police. Inside the office, panic ensued, and they couldn't open the door, which led to Dan's smoke bomb going off and the snake killing everyone inside. Huh. What is wrong? Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me just make sure it's not... The children of Gibson. That's okay, so I have those right. It's interesting, like, this to me seems almost perfect. It's kill, right? There's nothing else that this could be. Yeah. What in the world? Is this? Okay. Oh, he blocked it. Yeah. Fine. After Mason released a BTT commercial that mocked rival theater troupe the Gibson Players, a small sect known as the Children of Gibson, all with reasons to hate Mason, conspired to kill him by releasing a deadly snake in his office. Meanwhile, other members of the BTT board were secretly meeting across the hall in an attempt to oust Mason. Board member Roger Dumont heard the intruders, and upon seeking them in Mason's office, he blocked the door to trap them inside. Chaos ensued in the office, and the snake bit and killed 3 children of Gibson: Dan Pratterly, Terry Chris, and Jonna Stormwall. And what happens next? I am more interested in the theater drama now than I am the murders. The murders are secondary. Birch Tree Theater Newsletter, Spring 1988, turning over a new leaf for community theater. Dear Birch Tree family, I am humbled to be writing my first newsletter as board president. I have proudly served on the board for over a decade, so stepping into this role is both an honor and a dream come true. I won't lie, the past few years have been rocky, but I am committed to righting the ship's course and defining a future for the theater that includes everybody. Therefore, here are some future initiatives that I'm very excited for. A return to programming mainly musicals, 2 classic, 1 modern, 1 family holiday show per year. The Playwrights Club, a bi-monthly book club for plays. Public master classes, scene study, song performance, music composition. Post-show discussions with guest artists. Board meetings will now be open to the public. Dates to be announced. Neat. We are committed to being an artistic hub that serves the community. Therefore, we have also set up a suggestion hotline, 555-4537. Please leave a message with ideas for future productions, new programs, or anything else. Now, who's going to get murdered, though? I'm assuming, if I had to guess, I haven't read the rest of this, but I'd like to just do some speculation, just a little speculation for just a moment. And that is that Mason will come back and do something secretly. I know he doesn't die until later, because the first scene was his death, I believe. It might be interesting to go back and watch it again now that I have a lot of context, but I'm going to let the game finish first. Alright. I'd also like to take this opportunity to congratulate BTT alum Cassidy Hilliard on the debut of her musical Wuthering on Broadway. Cassidy was the musical backbone of this theater for years, serving as conductor, pianist, and workshop theater teacher for many years. If you've ever worked with Cassidy, you know what a delight she is. Cassidy, we are all so proud and so thankful for the years you lent us your talents. I'll be organizing a group trip to New York City to see Wuthering. Anybody interested in joining can let me know by calling the hotline. Auditions for the summer musical Kickline, replacing the previously scheduled King Deer, will be the first weekend of April. Details to be printed in the Prairie Chronicle soon. The future of the Birch Tree Theater is bright. I've got to wear shades. I can't wait to turn over a new leaf with all of you. Kickline, Kickline. That's going to be a chorus line? Probably. Alright. The Little Shop of Horrors. Was it new in 1990? It can't have been. The movie came out earlier than that with Rick Moranis. All right, I'm gonna call it there. I've seen Little Shop of Horrors on stage and the movie, so I don't need to do any additional trip reports. I should be able to get it. My favorite songs from the musical, actually, I'll be completely honest, the only ones that I really remember off the top of my head are Suddenly Seymour and Dentist. I'm sure that if I heard some of the other ones, I would know them. But those two are the ones that just like pop into my head immediately. And so I look forward to hearing riffs on those during the music of the next case. Thanks for watching.